Hey everybody, it's Pete. Good morning. Welcome to a new episode of today's Best Stock Picks. It is Tuesday morning after a long three-day weekend. We are now heading into June. May's over, some really good trading during May and absolutely good opportunities, specifically the last 2 weeks. Today, we're going to focus on semiconductor stocks, and specifically, we're going to focus on NVIDIA stock after earnings, after announcing the stock split, after rallying into new all-time highs. So the big question is it too late to buy NVIDIA stock, or is it a good opportunity now that it's approaching new all-time highs? We actually have two different chart patterns in NVIDIA. The last time it hit this price level and now, and the difference between the two, and why I think it's actually a little bit of a better opportunity to be looking to buy NVIDIA stock right now. So we're going to head right over to actually sector rotation is where we're going to start. And then we're going to work our way over into three different sectors we're going to speak about today, or really more specifically, industry groups, which is semiconductors. We're going to take a look at electric vehicle stocks. We're going to take a look at cannabis stocks, two in particular, and then some other best stocks to buy today that we're going to be looking at to trade for the week of May 31st, right through the end of this week. So stick around, I'll be right back. Okay, so starting out now with technology stocks, actually as the focus today is specifically semiconductors, but the picture in the sector rotation was much better last week. If you remember early last week, and if you happen to be a subscriber to the channel, which I hope you are, this picture just looked absolutely horrible. There was only one stock that was in the green for the 5-day period heading into the week, and it was really not even that strong. The week rebounded very quickly and strongly. So what we're going to focus on right now, as promised, we're going to take a look at NVIDIA stock, getting right into it. And the part that I want to point out is this versus this and earnings here. So three reasons to be buying NVIDIA stock. Obviously, the stock split is a big one. But number one is new gaming upgrades. Gaming is a huge part of the culture right now. Discord, gaming, live, really at the infancy, even though it's exploded. Number two, getting into the cloud. This is really where a lot of people are making money right now in the cloud, and data centers upgrading. Now, the problem obviously with the chip shortage could affect a lot of this, but stock price is telling us where it wants to go. Now, what I want to point out here is very different. This rally into this level was basically 2 weeks of solid buying straight in there without a pause. What's different about this time is we've actually now rallied after earnings, paused after earnings, and paused in front of the same level where sellers came in and smashed the stock down. So what's going on right now is that I like it much better. I like to buy the stock much better at this level. And I'm going to be looking to have my first piece of the trade up at this level. Now, if the stock is a little bit rich for you, maybe a little bit out of your risk tolerance, maybe out of your affordability, we also have AMAT in this area where it's actually had a nice rally, a nice push, and a nice pause, and a little bit higher price, but just as good. We talked about Maxim last week. We had a really good solid rally through this resistance level, have now paused for 4 days, and we're looking for a new push through that level. Working our way over into the cannabis stocks. Actually, CGC earnings this morning down a little bit, but what I really like about this is it finally broke down and pushed through, right? It pushed down, pushed through. This is the first sign of a reversal. So if you remember what we looked at in NVIDIA stock before, the earnings came out, but the stock didn't move for a couple of days after that. That's what I'm paying attention to now in CGC, because after this long downtrend, it finally broke. I want to see if it's going to stay here. Best case scenario after the earnings, it kind of goes sideways for a day and then catches a bid. GRWG is the leader of the sector that I'm watching right now. It's been one of the stronger stocks in the cannabis area. You can see that it's had massive volatility in 2021, but it seems to be finally settling down and getting back to the level where it was pausing. And I'm actually looking for GRWG to take off during the month of June. Working our way over to electric vehicle stocks. Obviously, Tesla is the one that you need to be focused on. It is the leader, the granddaddy, the OG, I guess you could say. But there's really not much exciting going on about this stock right now. It's kind of stuck. It's great for day trading, but as far as a longer term swing trade, which is anywhere from 2 days to 10 days, you're really just kind of guessing on the direction right now. We do have other picks. Now, NIO and XPEV both look okay. XPEV a little bit better, I'll show you. But something interesting about NIO to know your trading history, the last time that they announced production numbers, 433% improvement, I think is what the number was. But then the stocks proceeded to sell off after that. The news was sold. So you need to pay attention to that today or whenever it comes out this week. It's possibly coming out this week. That the last time good numbers came out, the stock was hit with selling. So they were selling the news. So it's going to be interesting to see how it reacts. Now, XPEV actually had a better rally the last 3 weeks since earnings. So this one has actually clear order flow. And you can see it's actually up another 5%. So it's kind of validating what I'm saying right there. But I want to point out two other ones. LI also rallying hard off of earnings. And one that you're probably not thinking of is Ford. Look at the week that Ford is having. And the next level for Ford is actually $18. So we still have another $3 in this trade. So from Tesla all the way down to $15 Ford, there's plenty of opportunities in this group right now. Working our way over to a couple of other ideas that I'm focused on this week. PLTR, we mentioned this a little bit last week, finally broke the downtrend, and you can see it's actually up again here today. If you did not get involved last week, it needs to get above 25 in order to have a longer term swing trade thesis. And PLUG, Plug Power, very popular. And now this is resting above the resistance level. So we'll be paying attention to this too. Wouldn't be a day right now. We're not talking about AMC, GME, and that group. AMC actually pulled back pretty hard on Friday. You can actually see it was over a $10 pullback. Looking for buyers to come back in here. A great stock to be looking to be an active trader in. GME, obviously the OG of this meme universe that we're in right now. And I think one that's not really talked about enough is BYND. Was taken over last week. I was actually pretty shocked that it, not so much that it rallied. It rallies usually on news, but this day here, it was like they announced they were offering a 6-pack now, which was a bigger impact. I was like, where the heck is this stock going? And it just kept going and going. And now it's in that meme list. So there's plenty to look at today. Look, we're not lacking opportunity right now as traders. What you really need to do is just dig in and find the right industry group. So hopefully click down, subscribe every day. First thing we talk about every day is the market, and we talk about which industry groups are the most likely to follow through. So click down, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment if you have any questions, and I hope to hear from you soon. Have a great day, everybody.